So a while back, like 3 years ago, we put up a video where we reviewed watermelon Oreos. And I've gotten a lot of questions, like in public, people will approach me and ask, why haven't you done more Oreo videos? Because there are a lot of Oreos out there, there really are. I'm partial to the, what was the one we had, the red velvet?
Yeah.
Those are maybe my favorite Oreos, those are very good. But we got a hold of two different Oreos now these days. We got chocolate Oreos, which are pretty safe, pretty conventional style Oreos. We also got mint Oreos, which I think I said in that video. Let's roll a clip. A mint Oreo would not be good. So yeah, so that was my opinion then, as you see of. So what do we want to start with? I've already bit into the mint one. Might as well get rolling on the mint. It's got a nice smell. It smells like just like what's that candy you get?
Peppermint?
No, the one you get at movie theaters. The one with the it's like chocolate covered mint bits.
York? Shire patties?
It's not York, but it's like York's neighbor. It's like what was it? What was that candy? I don't know. It's just really bothering me. What is it? It's the thin. No, it's the one that Kramer drops in the person in the Seinfeld. Thin Mints is the Girl Scout cookie, which this kind of smells like. No, god damn it! What are they called? I'm looking it up. You know what? Screw it. I'm not. Firefox opening. It's gonna take a minute. It's this. You've been seeing it for the past minute. Literally, it's probably steadily growing and approaching the camera. But that's what the candy is. It also smells like Thin Mints. It smells like those two things. It tastes. How does it taste? It's perfect. It's great. It's a great Oreo. It's a great touch. The mint works. It tastes exactly how you'd expect. It's Oreo cream with mint flavor. Chocolate cookie. It just works. I'll go 4 out of 5. It's a fine Oreo.
I would go 9 out of 10. Maybe. I think it's a beautiful combination. It's my favorite Oreo. I like it a little bit better than the red velvet one. My favorite ice cream flavor is also mint chocolate chip. So this is basically mint chocolate chip in cookie form, which is something you can get behind.
Sure.
I dig it.
Now, chocolate Oreos, these are just like, what is there even to say? It's literally just they took that cream and they said, all right, make it chocolate now. So we'll smell it.
It seemed like a weird idea to me, honestly. It seemed like kind of like double chocolate. Like, what's the point?
For all the weird, if they have watermelon Oreos, they're gonna have these. It's kind of the most obvious, I think, other new Oreo flavor to make. It smells basically like an Oreo. It's pretty much the same. There's a little bit. The cream has I feel like I'm saying very obvious things in this video, but the cream smells more chocolatey. But yeah, I'll dive right into this. I still got that mint flavor in my mouth, so it's going to cover this. But this hasn't been a legitimate food review channel for 5 years, so screw it. You see, this one a little less. It doesn't like. It's kind of obvious why, like the mint and the Oreo cookie combination. It's very intuitive. It makes a lot of sense. It just works, as I said. This is kind of like the double chocolates. Like, do we really need more chocolate in the middle? Because, like, for me, the original Oreo, the appeal is you got that kind of nice, creamy sweetness in the middle, and then you got the chocolatey cookie on the outside, which is stuck in your teeth, and no one really likes on its own. It's really all about the cream. But they're like, let's take our great blessed cream and make it more like the cookies, you know? And it just doesn't. It's still fine. It's still an Oreo.
Yeah.
It's not quite as
like
good.
It's okay.
Feeling a 3 out of 5. I would rather have a normal Oreo than this Oreo. But yeah.
I would rather have a mint Oreo.
Well, this is if I'm tied to a chair and I'm presented with only the regular and the chocolate Oreos. But yeah.
What scenario would that be? It's like really weird because they're holding you against your will, but they're also giving you cookies. And not only are they giving you cookies, they're giving you like a choice of cookies.
Maybe they're trying to be benevolent. They're trying to like get you to like them, but they want you to keep you for some reason. It's kind of a weird. Like they kidnapped you, and they really they love you. And it's really weird, and they've been obsessed with you for years.
Okay, I can see it.
But I wish we had more Oreos because I want to just go down the line. I just want to review them all, but this is all we have. I could review them again. I could just I could have another one.
Why don't you combine one of the mint ones and one of the chocolate ones together?
You think it's going to be anything special? I mean, I'm curious enough, but I feel like it's just going to taste exactly how I expect it to.
Mostly to showcase your stacking technique.
My stacking, is it really worthy of showcasing? I mean, I'll show it.
You talked about it in the other video, so I think it's worth doing.
All right, it's pretty simple. You gotta soften it up. You gotta hit it a few times. This will loosen kind of they're like the way they bind these together at the factory is they use a little machine that's kind of like, it's not just stacked. Like there's kind of the cream is actually interwoven with the cookie. And when you give it those taps, I actually messed up here, as you can see, that's why there's residue. If you give it the taps, it actually is upsetting those foundations. And it's kind of making it a little goopier, a little wetter. It's a little more, so you see this just slides right off. This is just a slide. So we're gonna slide that right off. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that. You got it all off. And then you can't just put it on top. You gotta kind of displace the first one. You flip it over, and then you put it upside down. So let's take a bite. Also, tongue first. You place on your tongue a communion wafer. And crack it. It's all blended together. It's all just one mass of cookie, cream, and I think they're better together. I prefer this to the straight mint one, honestly. It's pretty good. Because you got the mint, but it's a little more. Because I'm not a huge mint guy. Now and then, mint and I we get along, but it's not like my favorite.
I'm a pretty gigantic mint guy.
Yeah, so that's really what it comes down to. For me, the fact that when you combine the chocolate cream and the mint cream, it just it kind of neutralizes it. It takes away kind of the sharpness of the mint. And for me, it's a little more pleasurable on the whole. So I don't know if I'm going to give it its own rating. I keep it at 4. I mean, I wouldn't give it 4.5. But, yeah. What else can we try? I think we have a Canada Dry in the fridge. Can I review Canada Dry? Let's review Canada Dry. Canada Dry is a ginger ale. So, beer is normal ale. This is actually ginger ale. It's Canada Dry. This is actually Canada. This is the shape of Canada. This is since 1904. It was named for the owner, William Dry. William Dry started this in his backyard. He lived in Canada, of course. And yeah, he just loved beer, but he wanted that ginger taste to be in there as well. So that's what he did. So let's open up. This is a cold one. You got to eat it cold. You notice they give me a cold one. They're talking about this. Unless you're watching something for grown-ups. All right. So we're going to crack her open. Listen for the... All right. I like to mix this with whiskey sometimes, but this is a family show, so for today we're just going to sip out of the can. All I'm tasting is those Oreos.
Tastes like ginger ale.
Are you a fan of ginger ale?
I like ginger ale.
You like ginger ale?
I'm not a big soda guy. I will say that ginger ale, when I do drink soda, ginger ale is my go-to soda. Ginger ale is my favorite soda out of all of the sodas.
We've talked about your love of Pepsi. Let's roll the clip.
I am a addicted Pepsi drinker, so I love Pepsi more than anything probably in this entire world.
Yeah, you still agree with that more or less, or things changed for you?
Oh no, I mean I will never renege on my love of Pepsi. Pepsi is something I will never give up on. But I like all kinds of soda, really. I mean anything that's tasty and refreshing and sweet, I can get into. So I do enjoy ginger ale. I find that it's I don't know what's so ginger about it.
Let's see the ingredients. I don't see ginger here. The ingredients are pretty simple. You got carbonated water, high-fructose corn syrup, citric acid, sodium benzoate, natural flavors, caramel color. That's basically just your starting list for a soda. That's like the basic ingredients.
Basics.
They didn't add anything else. There's no ginger. Oh, it actually says made with real ginger. So I guess that's under natural flavors. Oh. That also makes you gassy.
See, my mom would always say, "Oh, if you got a stomachache, drink some ginger ale."
It's true. If
my
you've
mom said
just
too.
thrown up, it does help.
Oh, if you've thrown up.
If you have a stomach ache, and also if you throw up right after you throw up, it'll make you feel better.
I like ginger ale. It's a very basic soda. It's a very kind of, as I said, as you see with the ingredients, it's kind of the starting. It's like a default soda kind of. It's not as sweet as some other sodas. It doesn't have as much of a signature, I find. It's a little more kind of subdued. It's a little more generic. Sometimes it does exactly what you need to, though. It is fairly refreshing.
Very.
That's out of a can or in a glass with ice is my preferred thing. You pour some out in a glass with ice. That's my preferred delivery system for Canada Dry. Or Seagram's is the other one. Let's get the logo up. That's Seagram's. This is the Canada Dry logo. You compare and contrast.
Also, Schweppes is another brand.
Schweppes?
Schweppes.
Schweppes.
Usually people pronounce it Schweppes.
Schweppes?
But it should be Schweppes.
Yeah.
And that's fairly good, but I think Canada Dry takes the crown. I think it's kind of the sweetest.
It's got a crown on
least.
the logo, actually.
Yeah.
There's a little cocky of them.
Doesn't Seagram's also have a crown as their logo?
Yeah, but they're frauds. They're ridiculous. Can't trust
Everyone
anything I
wants
say.
the crown, but I think Canada Dry, mainly because it's the simplest. I think it's the sweetest.
We're using the good camera again because it's been a while. But we had it out doing a Kickstarter video. So yeah, go to my Kickstarter, by the way, or I think it's Indiegogo. I don't know. They're the same, I think. But we're making a movie, and we have a link here to the video for that. So donate your hard-earned so you can see us make a movie. Right, everybody?
Yeah.
That's right.
Why are you tainting the channel?
I'm like, this is, of course I'm
This is
promote
art.
it.
I don't agree.
Not asking for money is the opposite of art.
You see, all art is an implicit hand out for money. You're just like, give me money, please. That's what art's all. That's what this channel's about. I just want your money. That's all I do. This thing, I don't give a shit about. You think I like food? It's a joke. It's a put on. I haven't eaten food in years. I just drink Ensure to stay alive. I don't cook.
Tony,
I
stop.
don't go on.
Stop, Tony.
Ensure, by the way, is a 3 out of 5. Alright guys, this video's over. Forget about it. We're done. Review the ratings again are on the screen if you forgot. And
Balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar is great.
Sriracha.
You should buy some sriracha. And you know, I think it's time we just did the old cut. Because the video's over and it's time for play.